Gets by Murray, high off the glass, and it goes.
Since over 2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Wiggins, little turnaround. 5 to shoot now, and Curry is fouled and one.
Everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are recapping Game 5 where the Warriors won 123 to 116 on the road. Steph with a game-high 31 points while only shooting 20% from deep. Let's kick it off with the first half. So the Kings got off to an amazing start, hitting 8 for 11 from deep. Fox's finger didn't seem to be bothering him in that first half. He actually was 3 for 3 behind the arc. Keegan Murray picking up where he left off, and Sabonis taking some mid-range shots where he actually hit 3 this game alone, where he had only taken a few in previous games. Curry with his only 2 3-pointers in the first quarter, and they came at crucial times. You could tell though his shot was a little off, with the first one being a bank 3-pointer, and then his second 3, he was watching it the whole time, wasn't sure if it was going to go in, but after that he was 0 for 9 for the rest of the game. Wiggins with a really efficient first half. He actually got to 15 points really quick, only missing 1 or 2 shots, playing really good defense again. Kings were just hitting some big shots over him, but he kept his head up and it paid off in the second half. GP2 looking healthy, came in and immediately got a steal for us, getting us out in transition and just having an overall big impact in the short minutes that he plays. It's actually really incredible to watch GP2 when he is right, because he can come off the bench and unlike the scorers, he's a microwave defender, and it's incredible to watch his ability to stay in front of his man and actually get us out in transition, get big steals when we need it. And you know, he's not really, I wouldn't call him a liability on offense. You know, he does have some limitations. He's not going to create his own shot, but he knows where to stand. He knows where to be to get an outlet pass. He can hit some threes. You know, he's a leaper, so he's actually going to have some ability to get to the rim, you know, with a runway. So really glad to see GP2 out there and looking healthy. He had a big impact in his short minutes in this game. Then there was a zombie Klay sighting. We got down in the second quarter, I believe, by 12, and Klay just hit some ridiculous 3-point shots to get us back in the game. From rewatching the highlights, Klay had a pull-up 3 in that first quarter, which is always a good sign for him. Shows that he is in rhythm, and that paid off for us in the second quarter. Klay helped us when we were down big to get back in this game and actually have a lead at half. All right, jumping to the second half here, you could tell the Kings wanted to play with some pace, getting up and down the court. They were able to cut through that deficit that we built at half. I thought Steph might be able to find a rhythm in the second half from deep. He had a couple really good looks but couldn't knock him down, so it just wasn't his night. I expect a big night in Game 6 at Chase Center from Steph. All right, let's talk about Looney here. Looney with another 22 rebounds, 7 assists, really good defense at the rim. Man, Looney is just soundly outplaying Sabonis as far as impacting the games. Sabonis is scoring more points, obviously, that's what he's really good at. But Looney is just, he is grabbing offensive rebounds. He's staying in front of his man for the most part. He's playing really good defense without fouling. Obviously, we've seen this in the past, but his ability to position himself underneath the basket to grab rebounds is elite. He doesn't do it with athleticism, just pure knowledge and skill. Looney had a really big impact on this game as well. I think Draymond was actually the best player on the court tonight. He ended up with 21 points, 7 assists, and 4 steals while playing really good defense. Just another masterclass. You know, he took it upon himself. I think this game, he missed a lot of easy layups in the last game, so I think he just was more aggressive. He was more focused on the offensive end. He had a big 3 in the corner to put us up in the fourth quarter. His ability to sense the moment when he needs to be aggressive or facilitate for others is just, it's so impactful in winning, and why he is such a special player in the league. Not a lot of guys can do what Dre does, have the ability to sit back and play really strong defense while let others score or take it upon himself. He took a fadeaway free throw jumper that you just never see him take. Draymond, I think, was the player of the game, really brought the energy. You could see when he was making some layups, he was just shouting, really, you know, pumping up his teammates. He was just incredible tonight, and we were due for a really good Draymond game, especially after Game 4. I think without Draymond tonight, we wouldn't have any chance to win on the road. He was just so impactful. The biggest adjustment we've seen this series is leaning into the offense by only having one big on at a time. Draymond also willing to come off the bench has been great for Poole. I think with Draymond coming off the bench, he's still playing his big minutes, but it gives Coach Kerr the ability to stagger the bigs. And we've had a lot of success just playing one, whether it's Len or Sabonis on the floor. Looney and Draymond have shown that they can guard either of them. Keeping one big on the floor, it gives us more spacing, doesn't muck up the offense for Steph, Klay, and Poole. And Poole is actually having, two really good impactful games. He only had, I believe, 10 points tonight, but he had 0 turnovers. And that was really a big impact for Poole. Obviously, his ankle looks a lot better. He was getting to the rim. He's playing Herter off the floor as well. Herter had a better shooting night. He was scoring. He had a couple of floaters and he had a 3-pointer, but we were playing Herter off the floor. He can't defend Klay. He can't defend Poole. He's too slow and he isn't hitting his shot. It's really great to see Poole have a, impact that we know he can have. This is, sort of what we expected from Poole in the playoff. We don't need a ton of minutes, but when he's in there, we need him to attack the rim, create for others, and get fouls. And that's what he's been doing in these past couple games. Finally, the Kings couldn't hit a 3 to save their life. Now, they were getting some decent looks, but I do think the Warriors' energy and running them off the 3-point line did play a factor there. It is so common in this modern NBA to see a team either come out really hot and then cool off heavily in the second half, or vice versa. And I think that's what happened to the Kings. They were able to start off 8 for 11, and then I think they went like 1 for 18 the rest of the way. And I think for the Warriors, when a team starts off that hot, that just let's keep playing our defense, keep sticking to the game plan there. And they knew that they were going to cool off. I wonder though with Fox as well, he started off really strong, but NBA is a physical sport, and I wonder if through the course of the game, his finger just getting bumped or jammed a couple times affected him, because he was a no-show in the fourth quarter, actually had 0 points. I think he was like 0 for 6 or something like that, with some decent looks too, looks that he has gotten the whole series. And so I wonder if his finger injury played a factor in that second half. All right, to wrap things up, Warriors with another calm, cool, collective showing, like they had been there before. This is where the experience really comes into play for teams like the Warriors. Like I said in one of my other breakdowns, it feels like this is sort of the Boston series where games 1 through 3, up and down, a lot of missed opportunities for the Warriors to go up, 2-1 or whatever. But now that they've seen this team 4 games in a row, I think they know what they want to do on offense, and they know what the Kings want to do, and they have the ability to actually put the right personnel out there. Poole, GP2, Wiggins, all fully healthy again, making really big impact. These core guys have been through so much, right? When did this run start? 2014, 2015. They've seen everything. They've been in these series where they've been down, 2-0 or 2-1 or whatever. And their ability to just lock in, stick to the game plan, up their level of play has just, it's been incredible to watch. I think this is why the Warriors, or why any team in general, have dynasty runs, because they have players that don't get phased in moments like this. Yeah, we went down 0-2, but we were on the road, and we've had road issues the whole season. But this in particular, the Kings with minimal playoff experience, and the Warriors with as much playoff experience as anyone in the NBA right now. And with the Warriors, their ability to just lock in, play really good defense, and let the offense come to them is the reason why we've won 3 games in a row. All right, we have 1 day off until Game 6, Friday evening. I do think the Warriors can actually close this out. This is going to be a really big test for them, because the Kings are not going to lie down. The Kings are not just going to say, shoot, we lost the last 3. We can't win this series. No, they can absolutely still win this series if the Warriors don't take them serious enough. I do think we're going to see a Curry flurry. Game 6, are we going to get Game 6 Klay? He's been shooting the ball really well. Game 4 and Game 5, he shot the ball really well. So on the home court, I think we could see a big explosion from Klay. Wiggins quietly just giving us an efficient 20 while playing really good defense. So I know the crowd is going to be really excited to see them close this out at home. I hope they can seize the opportunity. All right, guys, catch you in the next one.